feeling lucky? Here we go. Ah. So David, why did you buy an EV?
The first thing was environmental reasons, so kind of zero emissions, not contaminating, and second, saving money in petrol, and because of the blade battery that is kind of lasts very long time, I was thinking that I could keep this car for until my retirement. So that were the main reasons. Yeah.
What, in 50 years?
Yeah, maybe.
Because you look about 10.
Oh yeah, I look young, but I'm older.
How did you even get allowed to have a license at your age?
I don't know. They just trust me. I got the BYD, I think 2 weeks ago, the 16th of September. And I was looking for a car a long time ago, like I just for an EV, but my budget was not much. So then I saw this car and the price was kind of good. And the technology, and it's a new car. I was thinking about a Nissan Leaf, like a second hand, but because of the price and being new, yeah, I opt for the BYD. Yeah.
And where did you come from? What car did you have before?
Oh, a very old car, Hyundai Sonata 2007.
Yeah.
So I was just keeping that car going until I could kind of afford to get an EV.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be doing that in that position. We're having a coffee, and sorry for any noise that you may or may not be hearing elsewhere, but this is really high-tech, really professional video that we do on Storm Juice. So David, as we were walking here, you were saying about the front, that you can actually get some kind of front frame or something from AliExpress or something?
Yeah, I think there one person posted one of the Facebook group, and it's from Taobao.
What's Taobao?
Taobao, I think it's like a platform similar to AliExpress, but it's just in Chinese.
Okay.
I think they have more products, and the products are cheaper.
All right.
But I haven't tried by myself. I have to ask some Chinese friends. Some of them they buy things from there.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw a post that is kind of an insert that doesn't have a door. There's kind of 3 compartments to put some cables. I think because it's not quite deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if any of our Chinese friends have used or will be using Taobao, could you please put a link below to what people need for the BYD Atto3 in Australia? Hopefully it's the same kind of design for the engine compartment over there as it is here.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit different because in China it has more kind of plastic around, and the version for Australia has just plastic on the front, but on the side it's just metal. So then I have to check that if it full fits, because it's a little bit of a difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
But maybe it's, just putting this out there, maybe it's better to get something like that and then modify it slightly to fit whatever you've got. Maybe you have to cut out a little bit and then replace a bit of plastic, or unless there's if someone could, I don't know, we need someone to scan it, 3D scan.
Yeah, kind of a scan and create some kind of plan thing. Yeah.
3D scan and then get some people to 3D print it, or even go to the library and 3D print it.
Yeah,
to scan stuff.
I think it will be possible.
So get on it, 3D people, and anyone that's got a scanner, let's design something for the Atto3 and maybe any other cars that have the BYD T3 is the same. It's also got a massive space at the front because they've converted an ICE car to electric. It's got a lot more space now, and that also doesn't have an actual platform. So, and I know at least one T3 owner that would like to have something, to fill up that space to make use of it.
Yeah.
Not that you need to as much with the T3, and it's a pretty big van, but it's always good. All this extra little space is always good. Tell us about your EV journey. This is non-BYD related, but what was your EV journey? When did you start thinking, what's this about electric cars, and maybe I should think about getting one someday? You've had your what was it? Sorry, the car you had before?
Hyundai Sonata 2007, very old car.
So how long did you have that for?
Oh, because I'm not very into driving, so then I didn't have my license when I was in my country. I'm from Chile.
Yeah.
Then I came here, and my wife was driving her car. It was the only car that we had. And then in 2017, I got that car. But I've been driving from 2017.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, he was 15 when he got his license here.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have much kind of like a middle income, so I didn't have much money to buy a nice car. But I always think about.
How much did your Sonata cost when you bought it?
Oh, well, that was a good one. Cost around 4,500.
Wow. Okay. Good.
And I sold it for 6,000. So yeah,
You
that was a
made
good
money
one.
on
Yeah.
How long did you have it for then?
For almost 5 years. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, 2017 to 2020. Yeah, 5 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good thing.
Oh, really good.
Yeah. So, but then I always think about technology, renewable energy. You know,
Why?
it's because of environmental reasons. Like at the beginning, well, since I was a child, I liked plants. Then I study agricultural science.
What's your profession now? Is it to do with agricultural science?
Yeah, it's in my country I studied agricultural science. So then I did some research. I came here to Australia to do a PhD in plant science. Then I didn't finish, all kind of fell apart. And then I studied here again information system and technology. So now I'm working as a data analyst. So
But do you have any plants in your office? That's the main thing.
yeah, I have some cactus. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Got some succulents.
Yeah.
Keep you company. Do you talk to them and sing to them?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So you've basically had an environmental kind of mind for a while. I guess that's partly because, well, you tell me. Thank you very much. Climate change?
Yeah, climate change mainly. Yeah, conservation. Yeah, it's kind of all related. Yeah. Climate change affects conservation, kind of extinction of plants and animals.
And us?
And us, yeah, in the future.
Yeah. No plants, no animals. We have to eat each other. We feel like The Road. That movie, you seen the movie The Road? It's a brilliant movie.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it.
Viggo Mortensen. But,
So then
cool.
was that part and to be self-sufficient. So now I installed solar panels, I think 6 years ago. So I said, okay, I have the solar panels and I'm paying kind of, the electricity company is paying me 7 cents for my electricity.
Now 3 cents.
3 cents now. So
It's
then,
gone down, yeah.
so then I said I could use that power to put it in the car and then drive it. So then was also that, like be self-sufficient, save money, environmental reasons, so all kind of like together.
Are you thinking of getting a battery in the future?
I have to think because I'm kind of very conscious about kind of cost benefits.
Yeah.
And I think now battery then is still kind of the cost benefit is not kind of positive for me.
Yeah, it obviously depends how much electricity, but if you have an EV, it makes more sense, maybe, in some cases, unless you're home during the day to charge it when the solar's
Well, yeah, that is the thing because I work Saturday and Friday from home, so those are my days that I charge the car from home, from solar.
So how much mileage do you think you do a week?
I think I do around 300 kilometers. Yeah. So then so far I've been, like I put the car down until 20%. And then I say, okay, I want to charge. It's like a kind of a range anxiety. So, okay, I'm not going to go further down, like a 10% kind of.
Do it. It's exciting.
Yeah.
I've gone down to like next to nothing in the Leaf because it won't tell you exactly what percentage it is because it just says, I'm scared. The Leaf says it's scared.
Oh.
But, okay, so you basically manage it so that you do most of your driving, obviously when you're going to work and this and the other, and you've still got enough juice in the battery to just charge it up on Thursday, Friday, ready for the next week.
Yeah, so that works for me. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and then sometimes I use there are some free charges around. McDonald's, I think, is free charge from 9 to 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there's one close by, and there is another charger in a shopping center that is free as well, and that is maximum 7 kilowatts an hour. So then I go 1 hour. I go to the shop. I stay 1 hour around there. Try that and to get some free electricity. Oh well, another thing of the BYD is come with 1 year Roadside Assistance. So if you do get stuck without, they should go and charge your car.
So who does that? Who actually is the person that plays
Is
that?
Roadside Assistance. It's called the
Oh,
company.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. So they have a package for the BYD cars.
Yeah.
Like it's called Platinum BYD.
Mm-hmm.
So just last week we got the details of the policy and everything.
Oh, that's really, really good actually. And also you get 2 years of free Telstra SIM. Is that right?
Yeah, they said 2 years free and it's 2 gigabytes per month.
Okay. What else is on your shortlist for when you're looking into EVs?
Oh yeah, so I had the MG ZS. I was checking also Nissan Leaf. It's just because of the price range.
An imported Leaf or a brand new Leaf?
Yeah, I was checking importing, but then I saw, the process. I didn't know much about the process. I said it's more complicated. Maybe it's.
I have a video about that on my channel.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. And then also because it's in Japanese, and then you have maybe to compare some things.
It's actually, yes, not a massive deal at all.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
So then, that kind of put me down about that kind of importing.
One massive bonus of having an imported Leaf is you get this really sexy Japanese lady talking really nice things to you all the time.
In Japanese?
Yes, it's beautiful. At least I think she's saying nice things to me.
Maybe.
So great to have you back in the car again. I love you. You're so hot. Things like that. That's in my mind.
So yeah, were those cars? I was checking Tesla, like the lower version, but it still
Model 3, 70 grand. Yeah.
it still was too much for me for my budget.
Yeah.
So yeah, the main one was the MG ZS, but then when I saw the specs of the BYD, so okay, this has more specs for almost a little bit more money.
What kind of specs really swung you towards the BYD?
Kind of the sunroof, I like it. The battery that was higher, because at the beginning I ordered the lower range. That was the 50 kilowatts battery, and it's 3,000 cheaper. But then I saw, okay, it's 3,000 more, and it's 10 kilowatts hour battery. So okay, I just gonna go for that upgrade. And then because I was thinking I could use the car to kind of power my house. That is another thing that I'm planning to do in the future. So
can you do that? Has it got battery?
Well, it's not like a V2 home.
Yeah.
There's V2 load, but then if you put what is this? Like generator. If you have like a normal petrol generator to put in your house.
Wash your mouth out. Wash your mouth out, David.
So,
petrol generator. This is not that kind of channel.
Yeah. No, I'm not planning to do that. But if you install something in your house to put a generator, you can use the same thing for the V12.
Okay.
It's just the maximum output. I think it's 3.3 kilowatts. But in my case, we never use as much. So maximum we used 2 kilowatts with the aircon. Running the TV or the fridge, that is maybe less than 1 kilowatt. So,
Happy birthday, David.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You are now legally able to drive.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you picked up your Atto3, David, you had a couple of things you spotted that they're going to be fixing hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Show us.
So I show you. So one is the trimming at the back. You can see this piece of plastic. Here is fine attached there because there's no gaps. But then the right side, you can see here a bit of a gap.
There's a gap.
Yeah, and then so this is one of the things. And then in the window as well. It's just this piece of plastic or rubber there that's kind of detaching in here as well. Okay, you can see that it's kind of going in.
So it's bent in.
Yeah, if you compare with this one.
That was all. That's pretty good. I mean, 2 things on a brand new car. That's actually not too bad. And minor things at least as well. Yes. Lots of room. The cover for the lead acid battery, the 12-volt battery, does that come with it, or did you add that?
Yeah, it comes with that.
There's also, the battery is also made by BYD.
Oh yeah.
But this is got a sticker on it. That's the aircon you can hear in here at the moment. I really like this this felt on top of the domain controller. I've never seen that in a car before, and all the felt down there as well. Hopefully it stays clean. Imagine trying to clean that of any mud or dirt. Not very good finishing by whoever who did this at BYD. The kind of finishing around here with all the grease. I mean, there's no reason for grease to even be there. So someone just, you know, it was a bit messy when they did this. And also on the some of the bolts as well. So, you know, just that was not even aimed properly. So whoever did the finishing at the factory for the I think it's waterproofing, isn't it, or rust-proofing,
So,
rust-proofing the bolts. Didn't do a fantastic job. A, it's very messy, and B, some of it doesn't even get the right spot. On the Atto3, the button that turns the car on at the bottom here also turns the aircon on. So whenever you start the car, the aircon will come on automatically. So David started the car obviously about 4 minutes ago as we were filming, and the aircon comes on automatically, which I think it's a pretty good feature for Australia.
Oh yeah, 4 days, 40 degrees. Yeah.
Is there dash cam as part of the car, or do you have to add your own dash cam?
Oh yeah, so you can record driving recorder. So you can record.
And what about playback?
Play.
There's a playback list there or something else?
Oh yeah, yeah. So I think it's automatically. Yeah, like now when we open. Yeah, I don't know how that works, but automatically record everything.
Excellent. And I assume you can then put your USB stick in there and download it.
Now we're coming here.
That is really good quality, actually. So they've got some decent cameras on the outside.
So it has the speed. You can see the speed.
Oh, even record your speed, of course. Okay, maybe we shouldn't do that race after. No, we will. We will. Just joking. We're only going to be doing it safely and up to the speed limit.
So 3D, then you have all the cameras, front, back, one side, and one side. Front kind of underneath. Back underneath, both sides, and yeah, the 3D.
Cool. And as you reverse out, does it give you that same view?
I think so. Well, let's try. Oh no.
Nope.
No, just that one. That one you can see. So. And then when you are going, you can see also the car.
Wow, it's like a computer game.
Yeah.
So you look behind you at the same time.
Oh yeah. It's quite good, yeah.
I'm actually quite impressed with the ride quality as well. I was in an MZ ZSEV, the previous version, as a passenger, which may be different to being a driver, but it actually made me car sick. It was bouncing up and down so much. This one's it's not too soft and not too hard. I think it's, you know, it's got a decent kind of medium spot. You know, it's not as soft as the MG, it's not as hard as the Tesla. It's not too bad. Went over a speed bump just a minute ago, and it took it quite nicely. So yes, it's a very smooth ride. So David, we'll take it off-roading to try that now.
Was it?
David, tell us about the new update.
Well, you have the voice command and the navigation as well, and Spotify. But I don't use much Spotify, but we can try it anyways. So you can say there like, "Hi BYD." So turn on the radio.
Sorry, try me again.
Okay. Okay, BYD.
Sorry, again.
Open my window.
Oh wow.
And you can press also this one. Open passenger window.
Okay, so there's a mic button on the steering wheel that David just pressed. Let me just switch to that. Can you point to it again?
It's that one.
Okay.
So then you can press it. Open the sunroof.
Very cool. And does it work for anyone? So if I say, or is it just attuned to your voice?
I think,
Okay,
I don't know,
let
you
me
can try.
Close the sunroof. Do I have to say hi BYD first?
No, it should be okay. Maybe
Close the sunroof.
Sorry, again.
Close the sunroof.
Oh,
Close the sunroof.
maybe, I press that. Yeah.
Close the sunroof. Okay, so still a bit of work to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Try your voice, maybe it just likes you.
Close the sunroof. Oh, maybe it's kind of adapted to my voice now.
Maybe.
You know?
So you're originally from where?
From Chile.
Chile.
So then I have a Spanish
So
accent.
Spanish
yeah.
accent. Okay, maybe we need to. Well, in David's car, we need to have a Spanish accent. Let me try. I don't even. I can actually.
Close the window, maybe.
Okay. I've got to try this in a Spanish
Window is not
accent.
running.
Close the window. Close the window. Is it Italian?
Maybe not.
Okay, you try it.
Can I use something for you?
Okay. Close the passenger window.
Oh,
That's
maybe
okay.
I need to say passenger. Let me try with driver window. Okay,
Okay.
press the button. Close the driver window. I can't do a Spanish accent.
So, yeah, maybe the
Maybe
microphone
German.
is around
Close
here.
the driver window. See, it's just listening to you. Can you do a German accent?
I don't know the Germans, but
Can you do another accent apart from Spanish?
Italian maybe.
Go for Italian.
Try saying
Oh,
You don't know the German.
German.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Gifford.
Close, or maybe French. Close my window. I don't know.
How does it know where mine is?
Close my window. I think yeah, because I'm the. I don't know, I'm talking too much. Close my window. Close my window. Yeah, knows that.
Yeah.
And then I try also open the window 50% and works,
Oh, it does it. Okay.
but just 50%. Open my window 50%.
I wonder if all BYD Atto3s need to have a Spanish accent.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's kind of the artificial intelligence thing, kind of recognize the accent or
Yeah.
recognize the voice or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Did you have to set up your voice to begin with to say
No.
this is my voice like with Google?
No, nothing.
No.
I just start press the button, or you can
Okay.
say hi BYD. And then
Let me see if it's actually sensing where the sound is coming from. If you do that again, I'll just try and open my window.
oh yeah. So press the button. You mean?
Yeah. Open my window. Doesn't like.
Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe the microphone is around.
Open
here.
my window. Please open my window.
Oh, sorry, no.
Please open my window. services, please.
Yeah, I think it's just because look, when I speak, you can see kind of the sound. So I'm thinking
So
that
it's
the
just
microphone.
for the driver.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Oh,
microphone's there.
I think you have.
Disconnect your phone and try again.
Let's get rid of that.
So yeah, I think maybe for passenger you have to speak louder because I'm thinking the microphone should be somewhere here.
Okay. Okay, so what else is new with since the update?
So also has the new navigation. That is this one. So you could see also all the EV charges around. Around there.
So all the EV chargers that are compatible with this car.
Yes, it has an option that you can set which charges you want to show. I think in settings, charging preferences, connector types, and you can choose which one you want. Yeah, that is the main things, and Spotify as well.
It's added Spotify.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. What about Android and Apple?
No yet.
Not yet?
Doesn't have the Android Auto or Apple Car. Yeah.
But you've done the hack.
Yeah. So then I
own.
have Google Maps, and I prefer it. Kind of I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the only thing that doesn't have access to the Google services, so you cannot log in into your account, but you can search for things and kind of keep track of the thing that you searched before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's quite fast. So
It actually seems reasonably responsive, and the resolution is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, install Chrome as well, so I could watch YouTube videos from Chrome. Volume, I don't know.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's because we've turned the volume down so that we can record this.
That's true, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
And is there anything else that's new from the update?
Well, like the visual things are just that. I think the radio, the B Plus, I think that icon was not there before.
Okay.
And another thing that sometimes when you open the radio before, the volume was all very loud to the maximum, and that is not happening anymore.
Oh, good.
So maybe that was fixed. Yeah, I like it as well.
A lot of people in the reviews, they go, "What's this?" In England, all these aircon things. I actually think it's really clever.
Yeah, it's like looks good. This kind of muscle thing as well. Like for me, it looks like a whale.
Yeah. I wasn't a big fan when I saw this on the initial reviews and design, this muscle thing. It was interesting, but I thought, well, that's a bit weird, even though I normally like weird. But actually seeing it in the flesh, pun intended, it looks all right, but it feels so good. I thought it was going to be a hard plastic, but it's a soft, really soft kind of cover. It's like so soft. It's really nice. I mean, obviously, you probably don't want your dog in the front, scratching it, probably tearing pieces out of it, or anyone with nails or anything. But no, it's really, really good, and obviously it extends around to the side here near the speaker and the door handle.
Yeah, and I think at the back as well. I'm not quite sure.
Oh yes, it does. It goes all the way around the back. But yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised by the materials in this car, from the inside of the door to the plastic on top of the door. It actually all feels really much better than I thought it would. I thought it was going to be really cheap, but it's actually pretty good. I mean, you do get some, obviously, some cheaper areas like around the aircon and everything like that. see how that wears over time. But overall, yeah, very, very impressive the way they did the materials. Now, you just put the car into park and the park button is there, which is really interesting. There's one thing I really don't like on this car. It's a really minor thing, but I really don't like this kind of jewel kind of thing they've got for the start-stop. It just looks, that to me, anything like this looks tacky, but I'm really against anything looking like that. And there's some cars that have got this whole like center unit. I don't know if it's BMW. I'll have to check that. But there's other cars that have got the whole center unit. It has that, and it really ruins it for me. But in this case, it's smaller. It's not so bad. But why BYD? Why? Everything else is reasonably kind of masculine. You know, they've got this, you know, pilot kind of, you know, gear stick and you know, really cool vents, etc. And then they go and put in this crystal. You know, next thing we'll be having one of those dream catchers hanging from the mirror.
No, it's not going to be for me in my car.
You don't want a dream catcher?
No, thanks.
Okay, we're going to try the 0 to 100. David has it in sport mode, eco off or whatever. We're going to do it via the GPS from Google Maps. And so basically, I'll shout out when I shall film it and go. Feet to the floor. And what? The 100. There you go. So, tell you the seconds later.
Yeah.
Once I download this and do the video, then I can figure out how many seconds it was.
Oh, look, you can see the...
I believe we left everyone else behind. Okay, David's going to show us his modelling prowess.
Well, the car comes with the granny charger.
Yep.
And also with the V2L charger, so it comes with the kind of extension.
Okay.
So, but we need something to black.
Hair dryer.
Hair dry, okay.
Okay, this is with the car turned off.
So, you plug it in here.
Let's see. Show us how you do your hair in the morning, David. Be as sexy as possible.
Yeah, works well, yeah.
Keep going, David.
No, that is too much for the audience. Oh, so good.
That is brilliant. So even with the car turned off, you can basically plug, what did you say, up to 3.3?
Kind of in the book say 2.2 because this is just 10 amps, but in another one say 3.3.
Okay.
16 amps. So with this one it's just to 10 amps.
Right.
Because it's stable.
And I bet David's going to put the hairdryer in the back of the car just so he can do that everywhere. See, he is. There you go. Wow. I think the ratings are going to go through the roof on this video, David, just for your hair drying.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Too hot.
Too hot. I know, right?
Yeah. So this is the bonsai that I got when I picked the car in BYD Perth. So they said it's for the commitment with the environment. So it's good. It's already growing new leaves.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm taking care of this one.
So David, we're about to have a race between my little black 30 kilowatt hour Leaf and your 60 kilowatt hour Build Your Dreams
Yeah, let's see.
Atto3. Do you think you're going to be dreaming to beat me?
No, I'm gonna beat you.
You're going to beat me?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
We'll see. You feeling lucky? Here we go. Ah, I've got a good start. Will he catch up? No chance. No chance. Leaf wins. Oh, he's catching up. David was asleep at the wheel. That probably wasn't fair. We'll try that again. Okay, take 2 of our very safely performed 0 to 100, because the 100 speed limit here. Race between this and Leaf, 30 kilowatts. Oh, here we go. Oh, and he's gone again. I was a bit slow off the mark. Where is he? Oh, he's coming back. Oh, what? And there he goes.